Okay, what does this symbolic notation mean? Perpendicular. So that tells me this angle right here is going to be 90 degrees. So I have 10 t, ooh, I don't like t's, it looks like a plus sign, over 3 is equal to 90. So let's do the remaining mentally. What is 3 times 90? 270, and 270 divided by 10? 27. And yes, you may write out all the steps if you need. And then it says to find angle ABC, this angle right here. So we have measurement of angle ABC. So if I double 27, how many? 54. Boom. I can box now without pain. Isn't that good? Progress. All right. Number 6, Gretchen, let's read.
Find the slope of a perpendicular line, or to the line, containing the points 2, 3, and -4 and 5.
So here I have x1 and y1, x2 and y2. And it says it wants a slope that is perpendicular. So let's go ahead and underline that piece. Okay, do we all remember the slope formula? Change in y over change in x. Let's plug it in. We have 5 minus 3 over -4 minus 2. That's going to give us 2 over how many? -6. And that's going to simplify to -1/3. But then it says I want the perpendicular slope. What would that be? 3. Very good. Is it okay if you write 3 over 1? Yeah, everything is understood over 1. All right, Luke, let's read number 7.
Write the equation of the line passing through the points 3, 2, and 4, 1.
Okay, so we have x1 and y1, x2 and y2. And I want to start with finding the slope. So we have our formula again that you should write out every single time. Okay, let's find the slope real quick. Plug it in just like number 6 and simplify it. And you should get a negative number, right? What negative? -1. And then we have to use point slope formula. Let's see if y'all remember. It starts with y minus y1 is equal to what? M times x minus x1. Now, it doesn't matter which point I use. It really doesn't matter. But do y'all see this one is user-friendly? So I'm going to rename this as x1 and y1. And then use this as my slope. So we have y minus the 1 is equal to my slope that we found, -1, times x minus the 4. And then when I simplify this, we get y minus 1 is equal to -x plus 4. So our final answer will be y is equal to -x plus how many? 5. Done. And you'll get the same answer if you use that one as your x1 and y1 on the point slope formula. Okay? Any questions on that one? Okay, let's go to number 9. Okay, on number 9. Brian, let's read.
The length of a rectangle is 4 more than twice the width. The perimeter is 50 centimeters.
Mm-hmm.
Find the length and width of the rectangle.
Okay, let's draw the rectangle. Okay, the length is 4 more than twice the width. If I call the width x, and I'm going to call this one my width. How do I write 4 more than twice the x? 2x plus 4, and that goes down here too. And the perimeter is a distance around the figure. So I'm going to say I have double this and double that. So double the x and double the 2x plus 4 is equal to 50. And then let's do our algebra 1. 2x plus 4x plus 8 is equal to 50. Go ahead and solve for x. And your x should be a single digit. How many? 7 centimeters. And then for the other value, it's going to be 2x minus or plus 4. That's going to give us 18 centimeters. How can I check to see if this is correct? Not plug it in, but you can plug it in, yes. Double 7 is how many? 14. Double 18 is how many? 36. And together becomes 50. And that was a perimeter given. Okay, let's go on to the proof. Number 16. And I'm going to use my highlighter. How many givens have I given to you? 2 of them. You can write that back to back, but I wouldn't. I would analyze the first one and then write the next given. So it says M is parallel to N. And then I have my transversal. Okay, let's see what's clever about this one. If I cover my transversal A, do I have 2 angles anywhere other than 4? But then if I cover my transversal B, do I have multiple? So we know we have to use our transversal A. So let's start by writing the first given in our final goal. M is parallel to N by the given. And we know our final goal is that A is parallel to B. So after hiding this piece, which 2 angles do you think is appropriate for us to use? We can use 1 and 3, but if you look at the given, have I used 1 and 3 at all? So let's use one that's related to 2 or 4. So we know 2 is given. If 2 lines are parallel, 2 and what must be congruent? 3, because those are called what? Alternate interior. So we have angle 2 is congruent to angle 3. And then I want you to curly bracket number 1 and 2 statement. The order does matter. We've mentioned parallelism first, and then we've mentioned congruency. So we have to, in that order, write out if 2 lines are parallel. Then, and you have to name the angle. What was the angle again? Alternate interior angles are congruent. And now let's write the second given. Angle 2 is congruent to angle 4. So I'm going to go to the angle and say these 2 are congruent. And that was by the given. And then let's go ahead and relate these 2 together with the most often used property. What can I eliminate? 2 goes away, and that was transitive property, yes? So let's write angle 3 is congruent to who? Angle 4. That was transitive property of congruency. Some of you guys on the last assessment did not put congruency, and I took off points. So make sure you write out, is it of equality or of congruency? Since the order does matter, I have to now mention what kind of angle are they, and they are parallel. So what is 3 and 4 called? If corresponding angles are congruent, then the 2 lines are parallel. So if corresponding angles are congruent, then 2 lines are parallel.